The views and opinions expressed by the On the Spot with David Rodgers show are solely based on the show's hosts, guests, and viewers. We are solely responsible for all show content in its entirety and does not necessarily reflect the opinions of any sponsors in any way. These broadcasts are presented and made public by the On the Spot with David Rodgers team in the hope that it'll be entertaining and informative to our viewers and listening audience.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's 7 o'clock and time for On the Spot with David Rodgers. And now, here he is, Mr. Friday Night, the show pony himself, the man, the dream, the legendary David Rodgers.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to On the Spot with David Rodgers. I'm your creator and host, David Rodgers, right along with our senior producer, Dave Holland, joining us in the studio tonight. Up at the top right there, he is the host of On the Spot Motorsports Media. He is Mitchell Gunner. Say hello, Mitchell, to everybody.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank y'all for tuning in.
There you go. Absolutely. And right below him, he is, 180 pounds of screaming steel and sex appeal. He is the Byron Bagwell. Say hello, everybody. Byron, to everybody.
Hello, Byron Bagwell.
Hello, Byron Bagwell. And say hello to the what? The miscreants and what?
Patriots.
Yeah.
Infidels.
Yes.
Lovers.
And?
Captains.
Yep. There you go.
Ladies and gentlemen, and miscreants.
And miscreants. That's right. So, again, I want to apologize. We had some technical difficulties. We were on air there for a second, and then it just dropped. So I had already done the prayer, the pledge, and all that. And we're just going to go ahead and continue on with the show because we're at the 7:30 hour when we wanted to start right at the 7 o'clock hour. Things happen, Dave. It is what it is, but we're going to move on. So I'm going to go back and start with the weather. So let me read that off to everybody that's joining in. I want to thank everybody for joining in on Cinco de Mayo. Cinco de Mayo, May the 5th. Mitchell, do you have your tequila?
No, but I will tell you a little bit about Cinco de Mayo. It is celebrated more in the United States than it is in Mexico.
Yep. Do you know what it was about?
In the 1980s, the beer companies kind of made it more of a festival across the United States.
Yep, and that's exactly right. The Battle of Puebla, if everybody doesn't know what Cinco de Mayo was about, and I won't get into that too much, but if you read back on your history, you will know that was what this May 5th is all about. Byron, do you have your tequila?
No, but I have a sink full of mayo.
You have a sink full of mayo. God almighty.
Oh, and David, as you were talking about, that was them fighting the French.
Yes, it was.
Exactly right. Yep. You know what the Mexicans said to the French?
Adios, amigos.
Adios, amigos. You can French kiss my culo.
No.
Hey, I didn't say the other word. I just said the culo. Hey, whatever you want to take that to mean.
David.
You like that, didn't you?
Sorry about all you Spanish-speaking fans. Good grief.
Hey, well, look, hey, at the end of the day, whatever. But anyway, that's basically what happened. Sort of. But anyway, moving on. God almighty. Let's see what
they basically told the French to kiss their butts. There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Kiss them. Right. There we go. Oh, you like that, didn't you, B, man? I had B laughing. Hello, Lisa. I hope you're feeling all right. Yeah, we're up and working now. Is she feeling okay, B?
Yeah, she got her.
Still bothering her?
Doing okay, yeah. Still bothering her. She got her leg propped up. She's okay, though, I think.
Good. Did you cook anything tonight for her before the show?
Did not have an opportunity to do that.
All right, but after the show you will, right? You fix something up, heat something up?
Probably so.
I got you. Mitchell, did you eat?
No, not yet. I don't know what we're going to eat.
Yeah, me neither. I'm not sure.
We may just eat cereal tonight.
Maybe it may be peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for me.
Sounds good.
That sounds good to me too as well. But anyway, we're going to move on. Let's go with the weather. Tonight's going to be partly cloudy in the evening, then becoming mostly clear. Lows in the lower 60s. Southeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Wednesday, mostly sunny, high in the mid-90s. Southwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Wednesday night, partly cloudy in the evening, then becoming mostly cloudy. Lows in the mid-60s. Southwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Thursday, mostly sunny, highs in the mid-90s. Southwest winds 10 to 15 miles per hour with gusts of up to 25 miles per hour. Got to watch that. Hey, if you smoke, which I do, and I'll fully admit it, everybody knows that I do. Hey, don't throw your cigarette butts out the window. Don't throw them anywhere. Make sure you put those out. Make sure that they're put out thoroughly, and then dispose of them in either a cigarette waste can or in a trash can, but make sure that they're put out fully, because all it takes, Mitchell, Byron, and people listening, is one little spark, and boom, with as dry as it is, man, hey, a little fire can become a 10-acre fire just like that, especially with the way these winds are, the dry conditions that we have. Man, just be careful of what you do. Thursday night, partly cloudy in the evening, then becoming mostly cloudy, lows in the upper 60s. Friday, mostly cloudy with a chance of showers, a slight chance of thunderstorms in the morning, then a chance of thunderstorms in the afternoon. Highs in the upper 80s. Chance of rain, we need it, 50%. I wish that was 100%, but we'll take 50 for now. Friday night, cloudy with a chance of showers and thunderstorms, lows in the mid-60s. Chance of rain, 50%. Saturday, mostly cloudy with a chance of showers and thunderstorms, highs in the mid-80s. Chance of rain, 50%. Saturday, mostly cloudy, a chance of showers and thunderstorms in the evening, lows in the mid-60s. So looks like we may have a chance of rain there toward the end of the week. I hope and pray that we do, because we need it, and our first responders definitely need it. All these guys out there that are fighting these fires, and gals and whoever else is involved, say a prayer for those guys. Keep those guys in your prayers. Anything that you can do to help those guys out. If you see them, bring them some water, bring them some food, whatever it is that you can do. I am sure they'll greatly appreciate it. As I said before, they put their lives on the line each and every day, and especially right now with all these things going on. Those guys and gals are out there busting their tail, trying to, keep these fires from spreading into suburban areas and things like that, even though some homes have already burned up. They're just trying to contain these things as best as they can. And boy, they could use some water from the heavens above.
Yes, sir.
What do you think, Mitchell?
Yeah, but no lightning.
Yeah, no lightning. I agree with that. Byron, we definitely need some water, don't we?
Yeah, we definitely need water.
Yeah, definitely so. I do have some breaking news on that on that sediment, and we were talking about these fires and things that go on with these fires. Keep our prayers and condolences to the family in Sampson City that their home burnt down today, and it's a sad situation. I don't know any names. Don't really want to know right now. But it's just a sad situation with a family loses a loved one. You know what I mean, David? In any kind of anything. And unfortunately, a fire where we've been talking about for weeks on how these fires get started and how they spread. And when more details are available, of course, we'll share. But prayers and condolences to that family. That is just a horrible thing to come to. And from On the Spot with David Rodgers from On the Spot Motorsports Media and anybody that's affiliated with us, we really, Byron, we really sending out our prayers and condolences to that family.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's just a horrible situation. So as I was saying about these wildfires in northeast Florida, there's 3 wildfires really that's really going on that could get out of hand, but I'll give you an update on them. Most of the other fires are either under control or are at a minimum now. So we got the railroad fire in Clay and Putnam counties. The latest available from the Jacksonville district update listed the railroad fire at approximately 4,796 acres. That's a lot of land. It's about 80% contained right now. This remains one of the largest wildfires in the north and northeast Florida area at this time. When we was on the show earlier before we got disconnected, me and Byron and Mitchell was talking about this Lot Lusa West fire in Alachua County. As of today, crews were working overnight on the Lot Lusa West fire near County Road 325. The latest reporting placed it around 100 acres and still active with smoky conditions expected nearby. And Byron, update everybody. You were working in Gainesville today. I asked you if you was working in that area, and you said no. But the smoke was so bad, it was hitting the areas that you were working in today, was it not?
Yeah, it's kind of unbelievable that a 100-acre fire would send smoke all the way from where it was, but it's in Gainesville, and it was pretty bad today. I mean, you would actually see the smoke in Gainesville from that fire.
Yeah, and Mitchell works over in Gainesville too. Mitchell, can you tell us anything about what you've seen today? Or
yeah, it got really smoky probably after lunch today in the area, but I think they did update the current fire. I think it's over almost 200.5 acres, over 250 acres, and it's 30% contained.
Okay. So
they updated about maybe 2 or 3 hours ago that
good.
It's now over 200 plus acres.
And that fire.
Go ahead, B.
That fire, from what I saw earlier today, from what I saw this morning, that fire is south of Lot Lusa management area.
Yeah.
Isn't that correct?
Yep.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a long way away from Gainesville.
Yeah, it sure is. And then the other one, Byron and Mitchell, you can tell me probably better because I think y'all come that way. The one on State Road 26, did y'all see that one? Or did y'all go by that one? Reported. I'll read you the information. You can tell me. State Road 26 fire near Gainesville remained active. Recent reports placed the fire between roughly 150 and 302 acres, depending on updated and timing. And that was the latest that I got when Austin sent me this weather report with containment still being worked by crews. Did y'all see anything like that this morning?
No.
On the way in?
No. I think they've got it off of State Road 26. I think they've got that side of it pretty contained because I didn't even see any work crews out there, forestry work crews or firefighters or anything like that. Now they're apparently got it away from 26 because they're doing construction on that bridge at Hatchet Creek, and they were doing it this morning.
All right. And then
I
South
usually
Georgia.
go in 24, so I don't go.
Okay, that's right. You go 24. I got you. Yeah, 26. Right. All right. South Georgia, the major fire going on there as far as in the south is the Highway 82 fire in Brantley County, Georgia. The Georgia Forestry Commission listed the Highway 82 fire at, listen to this, guys, 22,500 acres, and it's about 85% contained, they say at this time. 22,500 acres, Mitchell. Wow, yes. Wow.
And a lot of people lost a lot of houses and
structures. Yes, they did. And that's what I was saying about the homes. That was the one fire that they did lose.
They went to work that morning and came back to nothing.
Yeah. That's crazy, isn't it? So we just got to thank God of where we're at and the things that we're able to control. And unfortunately, like you said, Mitchell and Byron, these people, losing their homes. It could be worse. You could have lost your life. Things in the house can be replaced at least the materialistic things can be replaced, but you cannot. So
did it say how?
I was going to tell you the cause of the Highway 82 fire. You want to know what that was?
Sure.
According to Georgia public officials and the Georgia Forestry Commission, investigators determined the Highway 82 fire was caused by a Mylar balloon contacting a power line.
Wow.
Yeah. Officials said the contact created an electrical arc that ignited surrounding the vegetation there. Like Mitchell said, it's, about the lightning, no lightning. This is almost sort of like the same thing, a freak accident that caused a spark, and boom, with as dry as it is, man, it just spread like you wouldn't believe. 22,500 acres, that's a lot of land. And like I said, Mitchell, a lot of homes.
Oh, definitely.
Sad. Really sad.
It is. Quick note, and Lisa hit it right on the head, and I was going to pound it to him, Lisa, if Byron wasn't going to. Yeah. Don't ask on Facebook. You know we haven't had that much rain, and you know what I'm about to say, B. And Lisa's listening too. Mitchell's listening as well.
Yeah, we burned
Don't
today.
ask if there's a burn ban around. There is a burn ban. Nobody's lifted it. You are crazy if you burn anything. And I'll tell you right now, as I'm sitting here right now, you can be my witness, and you two guys and anybody that's on here, if you're burning something and they catch you, good luck. I hope they find the hell out of you, and I hope they put you in jail for whatever, because you know that there is a burn ban. Emergency Management Services or Sheriff Gordon Smith has not lifted that, and if you do that, then you're doing it on your own accord. And when that's in effect, that you could be fined. And Mitchell or Byron, I think me and Dave hit it. Isn't that starting like at a $5,000 fine, or is it somewhere in there? Yeah.
Yes.
A $5,000 fine and could be some jail time, right? I think it depends how much they want to press it. I know the fine is definitely in effect, right?
Well, it depends if the fire really gets away from them.
Yeah.
And then if it does, then I think they ought to pay for whoever's house that they burned down.
Amen. I think so too. Amen. I agree with that 100%. That was funny that Lisa said that some people are asking that question. You have absolutely got to be kidding me.
I mean, we didn't even get half an inch.
Yeah. I mean, that rain that we got on Saturday, Byron, we spoke a little bit. I had that little fundraiser to do. Mitchell, was you at home on Saturday, or did you have an event on Saturday?
I was actually up at South Georgia Motorsports Park for the NHRA Southern Nationals, but we did get some rain.
Did y'all get any rain there at all?
Valdosta got 3.6 inches in Valdosta.
Oh, that's a nice rainfall.
Yeah,
we got a nice little shower here, B, but it wasn't enough to do anything really.
David, it pretty much rained Saturday morning, and then rained a very slight rain on and off throughout the day. And the rain total that I got was about somewhere between 1/2 and 3/4 of an inch.
That's what we got too.
I mean, it was not. It was enough to make everything wet throughout the whole day because it kept on doing that on and off.
Right.
But it wasn't enough to do anything like lift a burn ban.
Right. My grass still ain't green.
Yeah, and that's exactly right. And I think, Mitchell, Byron, and our viewing audience, Dave, if you can bring up those comments real quick, if you don't mind, sir, when you get a moment. But, people think because we get a little bit of a rain, guys, that, the burn ban's lifted. No, man, you're going to, the way that this drought has been, there's going to have to have a significant amount of rain, isn't it?
What did they say? Are we like 20-something inches below average right now?
Yeah, I think it was 24 the last I think. Was it 24? I think it's 24. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So for this burn ban to be lifted, this ground is going to have to get pretty wet before I think Bradford County or any of the surrounding counties here that's under that burn ban effect gets lifted. And like I said, if you're trying to start a fire or if you're trying to burn something, I advise you not to.
We need a good tropical depression to settle over Florida and just stall.
Yeah. You're right. I like what your mom said. Maybe she can lead us in it. She says, how about we need to do a rain dance?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, Lord, he said. Oh. Oh, okay. Hey, let's move on. Byron, you're going to get me in trouble before I even get started. What are you rubbing your head for?
I wasn't rubbing my head. I was pounding my head in the palm of my hand.
Hey, now I'm trying to shift it to you, right?
Yeah, it's exactly what you're trying to do.
Yeah, I got to deflect it. Yeah. All right. Weather impact briefing. Latest key messages. Elevated fire danger through Thursday because of those winds. Critically low humidity values are expected inland today and Wednesday. Moderate rip current risk at area beaches through Wednesday. Near record high temperatures are expected on Wednesday and Thursday. You heard those temps that I said. Breezy conditions with scattered thunderstorms are expected Thursday afternoon and evening. And I'm with Mitchell. Hey, no lightning. Let's get some wetness, but no lightning. Scattered thunderstorms are expected Friday through early next week. And historic drought conditions continue across most of our area for sure. So with each afternoon, pop-up thunderstorms could happen. Lightning poses a risk for starting new wildfires, as Mitchell said. You can go into Austin's Weather Service page and look at the elevated fire dangers around the area. It lists from South Georgia, Dave, like the Jessup, Waycross area, all the way down to Ocala, spreads out to the East Coast, Palm Coast, and all that, and all the way over to Live Oak. So you can check that out. And check, see where those fire risks are. Heat records Wednesday and Thursday for sure. And then just watch out for those strong isolated storms. And then, of course, we're monitoring the drought from Northeast Florida and Southeast Georgia. If you've noticed, Dave and Byron and Mitchell, anybody that's watching, it's sort of funny how the continental U.S. works in different areas of our country. Up north, they can't stop getting rain. Hey, they're getting rain after rain after rain. I was trying to watch some baseball last night. Games canceled because of rain. And then here we are. We are drier than heck, and we can't get no rain. Right. You know, it's just funny how different areas of the United States works, and it is what it is. So. But anyway, that's the latest on the weather. Thank you, Austin and Austin's Weather Service. Oh, you found it, Dave? Oh, okay. So you remember I was telling you about my retirement thing? Right. Dave found or something. Well, Dave's going to show you guys something that I think is pretty funny. Who we got there? Rick Knopf. Hello, Rick. How you doing, brother? And Lorenzo, my boss is on. What's up? Yeah, calls me DR. Everybody does. So you got that, Dave?
Yeah.
So tell everybody how you found this.
Online.
Online. Yeah.
Yeah, on Facebook.
So, guys, here's my new retirement. Hey, here we go, Byron. Here's my new retirement job.
Oh, that, yes.
Oh, you got that?
Yeah.
You do? Well, go ahead and show it, buddy. What the heck is this? David Rodgers delivers more than just pizza. Hot pizza, fast delivery, great service. Where in the HE double hockey sticks did you find? Look at the order now, 555 Rodgers. Are you kidding me?
Wow.
David Rodgers Pizza.com.
Is that the
Craving Pizza?
Is that the name of your pizza shop?
I guess. Look at the hat. Huh? David Rodgers Pizza Delivery. Hey, Byron, Mitchell, you know, I look at him trying not. Byron, I want to know what this means. Delivers more than just pizza.
Yeah, no thank you.
Bring breadsticks with you.
Hey, look at the picture, though. That's a good-looking, handsome dude. Hey, look at that. My gosh, are you kidding me?
Okay, David. Yes, yeah. My mother actually had a very good idea. Maybe we need to get somebody to come do a rain dance, and I have the perfect person to come do it.
All right.
We just got to get in touch with her. She's in Washington, D.C., and her name's Elizabeth Warren.
Oh, Pocahontas.
Pocahontas. Actually, it's Princess Walking Eagle.
So as we were talking about, this is my retirement job. You're crazy. Yeah, you're right. It's perfect. You're right. It would be, wouldn't it? Yeah, you're absolutely right. I wonder if your mama thinks so. What are y'all laughing about? What, my new retirement job? Dave, I cannot believe you put that up there. Are you absolutely kidding me?
Man.
Oh, man. Well, anyway. Mitchell was laughing so hard. He kept it to himself. Mitchell, was you laughing?
I was laughing.
Hey, if we can't enjoy it, hey, we got to, oh, hey, man, we got to have some laughter to the show because, sometimes we get serious. I know Mitchell on his shows gets serious, and I know he talks with his drivers, and there's some serious and some fun times, but we got to have some fun times on our show, too. And, hey, look, man, if y'all can get a laugh off of me, that's awesome. So,
I'm ready to try that pizza out.
You're ready to try the pizza out.
I was about to say that actually sounds pretty good.
Doesn't it, Byron?
But I'm not calling David Rodgers. I'm calling
and everything else on it.
I wasn't going to call
wait
David
a minute now. Now, Byron,
Byron.
Look. That is a professional picture. That here. Okay, here. That is a professional picture. Look at my hat. Look at my shirt. Look, they went back about 10 years in age. Look, man, I can deliver you a pizza.
Yeah.
Well,
nice hair, Dave.
Hey,
I might order one from you.
So, delivers more than just pizza. Next.
Yeah, I mean, you got breadsticks, you got cold.
Well, yeah, breadsticks. What desserts?
Chicken wings,
Cookies, up your tip.
cannolis.
Cannolis? Yep. Deliver everything.
Yeah. Strombolis.
Yeah.
Don't spit that drink out.
I'm not. Delivers more than just pizza. Oh my God. All right. Gotta move on. Fine. Gosh darn it. Community happenings and upcomings. This week, May the 4th through May the 8th of 2026 is National Teacher Appreciation Week. It is usually celebrated the first week of May each year. Eleanor Roosevelt lobbying Congress in 1953 to establish this and National Teachers Appreciation Week. Then in 1985, the National Education Association declared the first week of May what is currently known as the National Appreciation Week, Teachers Appreciation Week. The state of Florida and right here in Bradford County and each and every one of our schools are celebrating this. Real quick story. Over the weekend, I went and helped Shelly decorate the high school. She did the Harry Potter thing for the teachers. Mm-hmm. There's some kind of event going on in each and every day. Put a lot of work into it. Looks really good. But I do want to say a congratulations and a thank you to one of our favorite viewers, a real close friend of ours, a real family member to us. And Miss Shirley Bagwell was an educator. She was a teacher. She was a media specialist. So I want to thank her for her service. And I'm sure she went through many teacher appreciation weeks. Mitchell, you got somebody in your family that's a teacher, isn't it? Isn't one of your nieces or?
No, my sister-in-law used to.
Sister-in-law used to, yeah. So
she teaches at home, and Nikki helps teaches at home. That both of our kids are in virtual school now.
They're a teacher, right? Teachers
right.
Appreciation Week. Hey, they're teaching, so it doesn't matter if you're at a school or if you're at home.
Keep it down. I'll have to take her out to eat somewhere.
See, you have Teachers Week, you have Correctional Officers Week, and you have Nurses Week. Same week.
Nurses Week too, I believe, right?
Yes.
Nurses Week too. Yeah.
And a big thank you to Mom for doing that for as long as you did. I most certainly couldn't do that long.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you're just telling her that to keep your cakes coming.
Yeah.
Well, of course, man. Why do you think I said that? Man, there's always a Byron and Mitchell. Y'all ought to know me by now, and you guys too, Dave. Yeah. There's an ulterior motive, and that is those cakes and anything that she cooks. Hey, she was actually saying the other day, Byron, I think you were there. She was saying the other day about she needed to make us one, but she wanted to make sure all of us were going to be here. Remember?
Yeah.
She was thinking about making us a cake. And we need to figure out when we're all going to be able to be in studio because she really wants to bring it. Mitchell needs to come and we all share a piece of that cake, whatever cake it is, man, because there's nothing that I've tasted that has been bad at all.
No.
Boy.
Yeah,
Hey,
I miss those
Byron.
cakes. I miss all those desserts.
See, yeah. Hey, Byron, I know that's a suck up move. I get it. Hey, you know where this is going, right?
Well, it's not a, David. It's not a suck up move when it's true, because she
True, right.
really does bake everything she bakes is really good.
Yep. So, yeah, you're exactly right. So, Lisa said they're full of it tonight. Lisa, you know we're always full of it. And anybody, here's Renee Stegall Shaw, my school buddy. Oh, yeah. Y'all, we're always full of it. That's what makes this show what it is. Hey, I've watched Mitchell's show where he's full of it too. Mitchell has them guys rolling and cracking up, and they have him cracking up. Hey, when some of those guests say what they say, Mitchell's over there laughing like he was when you put up the delivery pizza boy job.
Y'all got to stop talking about pizza. You're making my stomach grumble.
Man, Byron, that's sounding good every minute. Every minute is sounding really good.
And that's right. What Mickey wanted tonight for dinner too.
Yeah. Another special announcement. The Bradford High School Scarlet Storm Marching Band will be having percussion auditions the week of May 11th through May 15th, and will take place in the high school band room from 4 to 6 p.m. Monday through Thursday, and from 4 to 7 p.m. on Friday. Auditions are open to any BHS student wanting to be a part of the band and who is willing to attend rehearsals and performances on a regular basis. This also includes 8th grade students moving up to the 9th grade at BHS this coming school year. If you're interested, please pick up an audition packet from the front office, the guidance office, or the band room at the high school. The audition form is inside the packet you will be picking up. You can turn it in your packet beforehand or bring it with you when you come to camp on the 11th. If you have any further questions or need any further information, you can contact Jennifer Weller 142 at gmail.com or call her at 352-281-2677. So we got that going on. I do want to talk about, I'm not even going to read that. I'll get to your comments in a minute. We got a couple other things going on. Byron, Dave, I talked to you a little bit about it. I think I may have talked to Mitchell. Mitchell won't be here, but I've got a really important project that I need a browbeat here for the rest of the month. As y'all all know, that I'm part of the art board. I'm on the been on there 3 years now. I'm on the fundraising committee, and we've got a very special event coming up. We've got the Champions for Inclusion Wrestling show coming up on May the 30th. That's the last Saturday of the month. It's going to be at Bradford Middle School gym. The door opens at 5. There's going to be a meet and greet with all the wrestlers and everybody that's going to be involved with the show. And then the bell time is at 6 p.m. Right now, we've got at least scheduled at least 9 matches for this event. We've got everybody on board. We're just trying to solidify the card in a couple of things. Rick Knopf is on. He's been helping me behind the scenes, booking the show and keeping the information rolling out there. So there's a couple of things that we're looking at. First and foremost, I've got a sponsor package out there that I need to get with you on. If you want to be a sponsor for the show, all you got to do is contact me. I'm going to be putting out to businesses. There's a $1,000 sponsorship package. There's a $500 sponsorship package and a $250 sponsorship package. I will be sending that out to most of the businesses. Carolyn Reddish and Patricia Evans is helping me promote that. So anybody that would like to sponsor would really greatly appreciate that. As far as the show goes, that day of, like I said, we're going to have 9 matches. Ringside seats are going to be all the way around the ring, as the ring sits in the middle of the gym. I have seats all the way around. Those seats are going for $25 each. You can get those. You can contact John Williams at the Art for pre-sales, but most of the ticket sales are going to be at the door. General admission, which will be in the stands, those tickets are going to be $15 a piece. And then anybody, this is a good deal right here, anybody that's a student that can present a school ID, and anybody that works for the Art, that's part of the Art, that you get in for $10. That it does exclude, though, the ringside seats. That'll be general admission tickets. So if you're interested in coming, please make your reservations to do so, meaning keep that Saturday open. Like I said, the doors will open at 5. The show will start at 6. 9 great matches so far, maybe a little more just depending, or a little less depending on the tweaking of the card. And again, we're looking for sponsors for this event. If you are interested in sponsoring, you can contact me on the spot with David Rodgers 32091@gmail.com, or you can contact me through Messenger or through any of my emails, david.rogers1352@yahoo.com and david.rogers1532@gmail.com. So really trying to press this show. All the monies that are raised from this show is going to benefit the Arc of Bradford County. It's one of the fundraisers that we're trying out here. This is a first-time event for me in 12 years. I have not ran a show in 12 years. That's why I've got some different people helping me behind the background, behind the scenes. And no, I am not wrestling. I have been asked that from people at work. I have been asked from people in the community. Absolutely not. I am not getting hurt in that ring for any reason. Now, saying that, I may get involved in something. That's a possibility. But no wrestling, no moves in that ring at all. So take that out of the equation. Now, Byron may get in there and do something. Right, B? He's laughing. And Mitchell won't be here to do anything. No. So, but anyway, so we're going to have giveaways there. We're going to do a 50-50 drawing. There'll be concessions there. There'll be merchandise that our workers will be selling, like some of their shirts, some of the things that they do to promote their character as a wrestler. So those will be available as well. So that is May the 30th. Please help me spread the word. We've got a flyer that's being created right now. We have a flyer, but we're updating it, getting some color to it, adding some things to it that I'll be sharing, probably be sending it through a lot of messenger pages and, of course, through Facebook and the word of mouth pages. So May the 30th, keep that date open. Champions for Inclusion. The organization that we come up with, the name is called Kingpin Pro Wrestling. You've probably seen it on Facebook. So we will be running that show May the 30th. That's that last Saturday of the month. That is after the graduation. Graduation is the previous week. And then school gets out, I think, on the 27th, 28th. And then we'll have the gym, and we'll be getting that all ready for you. AV Elements will be providing my sound for the music and everything else. So that's Joel Norman. If anybody doesn't know, I work with Joel on some different projects, excuse me. So he'll be providing the sound. And of course, we'll have everything set up and ready to go. So make plans to be there. Again, this is for a great cause. If you know anything about the definition of inclusion, I will let you look that up. And we're calling it Champions for Inclusion. And like I said, all the proceeds that come through the door, Dave, through the, admission, through the 50-50 drawing, and through the concessions, all going to benefit the ARC of Bradford County. So make sure you attend. We're going to be putting this on the radio. It's going to be in the paper. We're going to blast it all over Facebook like we have been. We're going to hit people's messenger pages and also word of mouth. So I would like to see that gym full. And we're going to put you on a great show. I assure you, the guys and gals that we got picked out for this is going to give you some great matches. So, again, May the 30th, Champions for Inclusion Wrestling Show, presented by Kingpin Pro Wrestling, which is the organization that Rick and I created, title organization. So make sure you come out and support that. So, with the exception,
why I'm going to Maryland, right?
You're going to Maryland?
I won't be able to see you get hit by a belt or a chair or picked up and thrown on a table. So if that's not happening to you, there's no sense of me being there, right?
Oh, goodness, man. You're just egging it on, Mitchell. You're just, oh, goodness.
Didn't you
Where's
say
Mike?
that belt hurt last time you got slapped with it a couple times?
Well, so the last time was that strap match. Well, no, was that match out in 2015 at the Bike Fest in the middle of downtown Stark in front of about 7,000 people. Let's see, I got hit with a coffee maker. I got hit with a pizza pan. Dave, what else? I got hit with a spatula. I think the kendo stick. I think after all that, I had a concussion. And you remember because I bled pretty good. But
I was about to say,
a trash can and a trash can lid. What else was there? Oh, there was all kinds of things. They brought a shopping cart full of stuff, Mitchell, for a hardcore match. And guess what? Every one of those items that was in that cart was thrown on my head or my chest or my arms or my back. Rick and Brody beat the dog tar out of me.
Yeah.
You remember that? Oh man. Hey, I'll tell you what. The bikers loved it because I left out of there a bloody mess. My face was covered. Yeah, it was horrible. But anyway, none of that for me. I'm running the show. I'm not doing anything. Like I said, maybe a little something here or there, but I ain't doing that no more. So
I was about to say, I'm bringing the kendo stick.
What? Put it away. Give it to somebody else. I don't. So anyway, Rick, Judith Young's on. Rick's on. Lisa's on. Dwight's on. Renee Stegall-Shaw's on. Man, you name it, they're on. Carrie Groves is on. Some of the rivals and Daddy. Oh, boy. Yep, it's Nurses Week. That's right. Thanks so much for your kind words. Shelly did an awesome job with her decorating. Yeah, Shelly did do a good job. It was really good. She had a perception. All I was just a worker. David, get up and down the ladder, stick this, do that. But you know what? It really turned out good. I think she shared the video with Shirley Byron. I'll send it to you and Mitchell to see what she did. So absolutely. Oh, yeah. Lisa's daughter, Lauren, is an RN. It is Nurses Week. Thank you, Lauren, for what you do each and every day. Hey, we need nurses, man. Nurses are the backbone of a hospital. Absolutely. Hey, man, I tell you what, man, when I'm in pain, who do you call? Do you call the doctor? Maybe, but the nurse is the one that's going to come running.
She's going to answer.
She's going to answer. That's exactly right. So I really appreciate what they do. Mitchell, I absolutely love Ashley. She is a total doll. I love running into and getting all the updates on Brody. Yeah, Brody's kicking. We need to have Brody back on the show. I know you've had him on, Mitchell. We need to have Brody back on this show. Man, he's a young man. Go ahead.
And hopefully we got some stuff working in the background for him as well. So we're looking for marketing partners to come on and help him with his racing. It's not cheap running that Z-Max Cars Tour.
Yeah,
it's a division of NASCAR, and sometimes they run against the Truck Series drivers and O'Reilly Series drivers in that. So it's pretty tough competition, and all racing costs money. So hoping something will come out pretty shortly, and when it does, we'll announce it on the Spot Motorsports Media.
Well, I want to commend you and your family, Mitchell, especially, your brother and your sister-in-law and everybody that has been supporting him. This is a dream of his. And like you said, not only does it take money, it takes time. You got to take time out of your schedule. You got to go to these events. You got to do the things to help promote him. And not only do they do it, but your family, you, Mitchell, and your family help out as much as you can. So it is a racing family. And I told you 3 or 4 years ago when we said that we seen a talent in that young man. I'm telling you, I think he's going to drive NASCAR one day. I'm telling you, I hope I'm here to see it. But I think that young man, Mitchell, is going to drive NASCAR someday. He's going to be on somebody's team, I assure you.
Well, we definitely hope so. But, we're all proud of him, just like I'm proud of my kids.
Yep.
He graduated from Santa Fe and got his AA with a 4.0 GPA. So not only is he a great driver, but he's also a great student. And
Yep.
to be able to bring marketing partners on
Yep.
for your racing, you got to be very knowledgeable, and he has that where he can learn somebody's product pretty quickly. Where if a fan approaches and say, "Hey, who makes these sprockets, and what are they for?" He would be able to tell you details of the company and how everything is made and what they're used in. And that is very important today because, used to everybody talked about sponsorship where companies
Yep.
just come on board and give you money to throw a logo on the car. And now you have to be the representative out there talking about that product when you're racing. So you become one of their sellers, so to say, to help sell their product.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's exactly right. And Dwight hit it right on the head. Racing isn't cheap at any level.
No, it's not.
I mean, ask Mitchell. Mitchell races right here in Gainesville. And I've heard Mitchell will tell me, "Hey, I need to do this. I need a nitrous bottle," whatever the case may be. And every time
I did get an extra one.
Yeah, hey, every time you told me that, Mitchell, I haven't heard a cheap price ticket yet.
No,
I'm like, what? My gosh, are you kidding me?
I've got to get ready. Probably by the end of this year, I've got to look at buying a new motor, probably have the transmission rebuilt, buy a new torque converter, finish up some suspension stuff. Yeah, it never quits.
No, you're exactly right. And Judith, thank you so much. Yeah, Judith is part of this deal with us for the wrestling thing. She's got some great prize packages lined up for us. She said she's excited for the show. Mitchell, I wish you was here, man, because I had a plan to throw you into and Byron and everybody into a little thing, but you're hey, but you're not going to be here. But hey, we're going to be recorded. Dave's going to be recorded. We got some things going on. You'll be able to watch at a later date for sure. You have the medical, yeah. I have the teachers, and we both have corrections. That's exactly right. Anybody that has any of those people that we named for this appreciation week, I want to thank each and every one of them because every one of them deserve the props and the accolades that they're going to get this week, Dave. There's no doubt they're all very important. All right, I want to move on. Byron, we talked a little bit about something. I'd like to get Mitchell's input as well and everybody that's on here. I had some people come up to me and go, "Man, gas prices are up." Well, we know that. I mean, anybody that goes by the pump can see that. We know gas prices are up. Groceries are up 26% across the board. Things have gotten expensive. And I was like, yeah, it has, and they're asking me why I think that is. And I said, it could be a variable of things. I said, everybody wants to blame this war that's going on with Iran. Possible. And I'll let Byron explain a little bit. I'm sure that's driving up some prices because of the things that are going on, because we depend on our oil from other countries. As Byron and me talked, we can drill all day long here, but Byron clued me in on something that I really wasn't sure. I thought we had one. We don't have any refinery companies here. So, we can drill all we want, but who's going to do the finishing? And that's exactly right. So most of our oil is coming in, and right now we get a lot of our oil from the Middle East, and with the Strait of Hormuz, with all the issues going on there, things are going to get a little tight. Food prices. Why are food prices up? Well, duh. I mean, hey, we got to have trucks. We got to have rail. We got to have things that run on fuel. And somebody's got to pay the cost, right? Hey, who does the cost usually come to? The consumer. The consumer is who feels the wrath of everything at the end of the day. That's the way it is. That's the way that marketing works. That's the way that the strategy works. It is what it is. So somebody
oil's
said
on a global market, so that's the
that's
reason
it.
why it's
But
Yeah.
if like I was telling you earlier, if you look at this, and we have probably the most oil in the world right
Absolutely.
now,
Mm-hmm.
and we can drill it out of certain places, but we really can't refine it.
Correct.
What type of sense does that make?
That's exactly right. And Byron, when you told me that, I was floored. I really didn't know that we didn't have a refinery center here or a refinery plant here. And you told me that the infrastructure for this can take 15 to 20 years to create.
15,
is that right?
15 to 20 years is what I've heard about that. So,
right.
You sit back and you look at it, and what you basically get is the EPA demanded such high, basically, price restrictions on them being able to refine all of that all the oil companies just said, nah, we'll close all of them down here and move somewhere else that don't have that. And who do you think made up the policies about global warming and all of those EPA restrictions and everything else? It's a never-ending vicious cycle. You look at it, and it's like you complain about drilling oil, and then you won't let people drill oil. Well, where are we getting this from? You can't move the stuff that we have on anything that's electric. So where are we getting this from? Well, if we were getting it from the United States, and actually not the oil, but the gasoline, the product of the oil from the United States, would we have to worry about what's going on in the Straits of Hormuz right now?
Absolutely not.
Not from that perspective, we shouldn't. And the price of gasoline and food would not be anywhere near as high as it is right now.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't. We don't have that. And I mean, I tell you exactly who did that, but I'm not going to browbeat them because that's I've done that in the past. I just want people to think about what they're doing with this, because when you do things like that, and you do things like what they've done with the basically the lawsuits that have driven all of the prescription companies out of this country, only 1% of our antibiotics actually come from the United States.
Yep.
I think it's 1%, or maybe it's just there's 1%.
You're right. I think we talked about that. It is 1%.
It's either 1% or there's one manufacturer of antibiotics in the United States that actually manufactures it in the United States. I don't remember if it's 1% or if it's the one manufacturer that has a manufacturing, an actual place they manufacture. But I mean, you start looking at all of this, and I understand. I don't want I do not want nature destroyed. I love nature, always have, always been out in it. But you can't destroy the country from an actual physical. When I say physical, with an F, financial physical perspective, but just doing all of these nonsensical policies that have led us to this spot we're in, and it's over and over and over and over again, from one thing to another to another to another, and it's destroying this country, and it's going to take us forever to bounce back from that. Okay,
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Pete. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut
you. If you look at it, people are talking about they don't. The higher gasoline prices and the higher food prices are not worth what we're doing in Iran. I want everybody to sit back and think about this. I was literally 6 years old watching the news one night when I saw the Iranians basically take over the Israeli and the American embassy and take our people out of them and hold them hostage, shouting death to America. And they've been doing it ever since I was 6 years old. I'm 54 now. When are we going to start taking these people seriously that they want, not only do they want to kill us, but they want to kill our allies in Israel. And really what they want to do is they want to bring on the apocalypse, to bring on the 11th caliphate or whatever the crap it is. So everybody that's believers will go to Allah. That's what they want.
Yeah.
So these people have been telling people for 48 years, almost 48 years, because I was about 2 months from being 7 when they did
let's
that.
call it 48 years.
48 years they've been looking at cameras and telling people that they wanted to kill us. When are we going to start believing that? And when is somebody going to do something about it? I made the comment the other day on one of our favorite pages in the world, the Bradford County Word of Mouth. I said, I could care less what president did this as long as they're doing it. Because it is long, long, long overdue.
Right.
Somebody, when this happened, when they did that to begin with, should have done this to the American embassy.
All different types of strategies has been tried and tried and tried, years after years after years with no resolve.
That's because you're talking to a group of maniacs, Mitchell, that don't care.
That's right. They don't care.
They don't care. They would assume cut your head off than look at you if you're a non-believer. They'd assume just kill every American because they don't believe in our way of life.
And I hate to tell you this, but they're never going to agree to Trump's terms.
No, they really are not.
You gentlemen are both right. They're not going to agree to any terms. They're not going to agree to anything. They're going to keep trying to needle and push us until, like me and Byron talked about, I think there's only one way to do this. And can the American people stomach it? And Byron, I'm going to go ahead and say it. And that's to hit every port, every airstrip, every military active, everything, and stay away from the bigger cities if you can to protect, i.e., the populace of Iran, and just bomb the crap out of these people and keep doing it. And in about a week, as me and Byron spoke, this will be all over.
Don't forget the oil refineries.
Refineries. I forgot.
Don't forget all of that. Don't forget their rigs. Don't forget the refineries.
Yeah.
Don't forget their holding facilities. Don't forget any of that.
Yep.
You hit them in the pocketbook until the Iranian people actually do something.
Yep.
And they want to do something. They don't want to. The majority of those people don't want to live under these mullahs. That was the most advanced culture in the Middle East in the late 70s when the mullahs took over.
Yep.
And now
destroyed their company from within.
Yep. They sure did. They destroyed their country from within.
Hey, Mitchell, I got something for you. So if we was, and people were saying, well, we ought to get out of this war and stop right now and cut our losses. Here's my question to you, and I want you to answer it as best you can, then I'll let Byron follow up. If we do that, if we say, look, we're going to cut our losses right here, let's get out of here, let's go back home, tell me what you think would happen in that equation if we decided to do that. And if we do that, I mean, is anything going to change?
They'll build a nuclear weapon within a year and a half, and they'll hit Iran. I mean, they'll hit Israel.
And that will start World War III, because when they lob a nuke at Israel, Israel will start lobbing nukes at them. That will start World War III.
Israel's always been the country that says, you kill one of ours, we will kill 8 of yours.
Yeah.
And they mean it.
Mitchell, honestly, they're a speck in the middle of a bunch of people that hate them. And do I think Israel is perfect? Do I think their government is perfect? No, I don't.
No.
I don't. But at the same
There's no
time,
country that's perfect.
they're our allies, and we've sit there and watched Iran for years with Hezbollah fight a proxy war against Israel in Israel. And every time they do something drastic with it and start killing these people, the whole entire world goes that crap crazy. Oh, you're killing these poor people. Yes, they are, because they're killing Israelis. They're bombing schools. They're doing things like that. And then when the Israelis have to hit a school, because guess what? They're putting these missile launchers on top of schools. Oh, it's the end of the world. That's not Israel's fault. That's the terrorists that are launching missiles off of hospitals and schools. And we lose our minds about that. And I'm so sick of it. I've been listening to it for so long now. I wish somebody would just go ahead and put a foot in Iran's rear end completely and just be done with it, because I'm sick of it.
Their own neighboring countries are tired of them. United Emirates, Saudi Arabia. I mean, the list goes on. They are sick and tired of them.
Well, the problem is those countries don't have the militaries to do it themselves. That's the problem with that. If Iran's allowed to continue going the way they're going, they'll go right back to where they were. And it probably will not take them very long, because countries like Russia and China will provide them the things that they had before for the centrifuges and everything else to redevelop a nuclear weapon. The only way you solve this problem is you destroy the infrastructure of that government, and by that I mean all the mullahs. Right. And then you let the Iranian people decide who's going to rule them.
Run it. Mm-hmm. Byron, if you let these guys off the hook, or if we let these guys off the hook, what do you think? What Mitchell just said and what you've been saying in this whole thing. If we let them off the hook, what are they going to do? Oh, the United States ain't going to do nothing. Like Mitchell said, within a year, they'll have a nuclear weapon made that'll be pointed to Israel. Now, I don't know if they can make anything that can hit the United States or target the United States.
They don't.
Go ahead, B.
They don't need to, David.
No, they don't need to.
They don't need to hit the United States with a missile. What they'll do is they'll smuggle it in and use one of the terrorist cells that the last president let in this country, and they will detonate that bomb in one of our bigger cities.
Yep, and that's exactly what I'm afraid of if you let these guys off the hook. So there's really no easy Byron Mitchell. There's really no easy answer to this, right? There's well, there is an easy answer if we can stomach to do it. But I mean, as far as trying to keep even keel, there is no easy answer to this, is there, Byron?
Well, the answer to that is we have a misunderstanding of what war is. We really do. Now, do I want them going off and killing innocent people? No, I don't. But at the same time, you have a country that's been threatening to destroy you for 48 years and has done things like bomb the USS Cole, target barracks in Beirut.
The USS Stark was another one that they hit, right?
The USS Stark.
Yep.
All of the people that died in Iraq were not because of Iraqi soldiers. They were actually proxies of Iran. Hezbollah was there. There was another couple of them that were there too, and I think that at one point they were funding Al Qaeda too. And I'm telling you, these people are not playing. They want to kill us, and we have this overblown sense of what's right and what's wrong in this country. When people that are just savage barbarians, and that's really what these people are. Not the populace, not the overall populace, but
the regime, the Iranian regime that's in power right now.
That is exactly right. And we're sitting here and we're playing pussy with them. We're not doing that. No. They're lucky I'm not the president, because if I was the president, after what happened to the Straits of Hormuz to start all of this crap up again, our bombers, our missiles, our fighter jets would be blowing the living crap out of every single military facility, every single infrastructure that powered that military, and it would have happened the day they started this again. And when the press looked at me like that, I would tell them, "You're a bunch of fools. These people want to kill us."
Mitchell, do you want to add anything to that?
Yeah, I think one of the greatest things was when Sean Hannity went over to Israel and he done the walk through, through the towns and stuff, and the sirens going off and the children having to run off the playgrounds and go underground in these bunkers to keep them protected. A lot of people didn't get to see that because they don't watch Fox News. They watch CNN and ABC and all these other networks that kind of spin everything and don't actually give you what it's really like for those people that live there. We came close one time to that same situation here in Florida in the 60s with the Cuban Missile Crisis.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, what would we do if Cuba had a nuclear weapon and they could hit Jacksonville with it, or they could hit Savannah? They can hit Pensacola. What would we do? We would go in there and we would destroy that country from one side to the other. Not one breathing thing would be surviving.
Absolutely, Mitchell. Absolutely. And I want everybody to think about this too. Here is life in Israel. Every single person, not just male, but female, has to be a part of their military.
Yep.
They walk around with automatic weapons on their back all the time, including in the classrooms. The teachers have to be armed because of what has gone on, not only with Iran, but what has gone on with Palestine. I want people to think about living like that. That you have to live in so much fear of terrorists coming into schools and into your homes that you have to actually be a trained military member, and you have to carry automatic weapons with you at all times. Can you seriously imagine that?
Yeah, I think. Did we lose Mitchell?
I believe we did.
We must have lost Mitchell.
Probably lost power in his laptop.
Yeah, could have been or something. But no, I agree with you, Byron. We had this conversation for about 20 or 30 minutes today. And, a lot of people saying, man, I can't afford what's going on. I get it and I understand it. But we can't afford death to America either. And this is what this is all going to be coming down to. If you let this regime off the hook, as Byron and Mitchell have said here in our conversation, all you're doing is fueling their fire, fueling their ego to do something devastating to us, whether it's in a form of a nuclear weapon to Israel or whether it's terrorist cells here in the United States of America in different cities. I assure you, that something would happen. I'm going to take you back to 1979 when a guy named Osama bin Laden was fighting the Russians. He was in Afghanistan. Man, we gave him all the weapons that he needed, all the weaponry, all the technology, everything that we had at that time to fight the Russians, and was kicking their ASS. And let me do the math. 32 years later, guess what? Guess who's destroying the Twin Towers and wreaking havoc on New York City?
Right.
The same man I just told you about, Osama bin Laden.
Go ahead. Don't forget about the Pentagon, and don't forget about
and the flight. Yeah, that's exactly
flight.
Right. But that day that happened, all that creative havoc that destroyed the Twin Towers, and 3,000, Byron, I can't remember, 3,800 whatever it was, lives that were lost there, the Pentagon that was hit, and then, of course, Flight 93 that we all know about. And there was other smaller things that people don't really talk about. That was the three major things. But the guy that perpetrated that, we helped 32 years earlier to try to fight off the Russians. Man, it's a vicious cycle. You can't, what you said, Byron, you can't trust these people. There is no trust in them. And if you're willing to trust them, then you're willing to put your life on the line with that trust. And when I'm meaning your life, I'm talking about the American people's lives on the line, along with our allies.
Right. You can't continue kicking the can down the road. You have to, sometimes you're going to have to stop and crush it.
Yeah.
Absolutely, Mitchell. You were absolutely right about that. It is far past time for us to kick their rear ends. I mean, just all. I'm not talking about, once again, I'm not talking about the open Iranian population.
No,
because they're contrary to what the media is saying, they are actually cheering this.
Yes, they are. Yeah.
They're in the streets cheering this. But instead of us going ahead and finishing what we're doing, we're lollygagging around because of, I don't know what.
At some point in time, you have to go, enough is enough. We're not going to reach the agreement. We're tired of dealing with you and giving you time so you can do whatever you can do to get your uranium out of the ground where we caved it in and put it somewhere else. Enough is enough. I'm done with talking.
Yeah.
It's over. My computer may die in a few minutes, so.
Yeah, I got you. And that's what we figured happened to you. And I want to wrap the show up anyway here. And I think we're probably losing some steam too. But I do want to, Dave's shaking his head. I can tell by the amount of people that are live. Just real quick, Byron and Mitchell, give me your sentiment on this. I've had different people tell me some different answers. Is it wise and is it feasible for us to put boots on the ground and take care of this?
I don't know how you can do it without not putting boots on the ground. That's the only.
And that's my thing too. I don't know if Byron fully agrees with that, but I think Byron does agree to an extent.
I believe there's a way to do that without putting boots on the ground, but I believe about half of our population is too weak for us to do it.
So, yeah, well, and that's what we talked about, right?
You're going to have
earlier in the conversation about bombing everything and destroying everything.
Or you just turn it into a glass factory, one of the two.
Well, that's what Renee Stegall-Shaw said. Let's just turn it into a sheet of glass.
Yeah, but you got so many people there. You do have Iranians that are had enough of this government and this rule. Well, and I think what Trump is trying to do is get to an agreement where he can save civilization there for the citizens of Iran that do not want this government. You know, I mean, they killed 30,000 people after they took to the streets. I mean, they killed 30,000 people of their own.
After the people took to the streets when this started, they killed 30,000 people.
30,000 people.
Yeah, it's so I mean,
without batting or blinking an eye, they don't care.
I don't think I would not hit the power plants, and I tell you why. I believe the power plant's there, but I would hit their transmission lines, their substations, of that matter, so it would be easier for the people to recover and get their power grid back up after the Ayatollahs are taking out, permanently.
We're not going to get everybody because they live underground.
Well, they've said you're not going to get everybody. You're not going to get all that regime because there's people that are underground that we may not know where they're at. I think maybe we do at some, but I agree with Dave. Do you get everybody? I don't think you can get everybody. Can you, Byron? Can you, Mitchell? I don't think you can get everybody. but I think you could get a majority of it, right? Or at least almost all of it.
It'd be a start.
It'd be a good start, wouldn't it?
It'd be a good start. And I almost want to be a smart button and say, ask Japan, especially the people of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, if we can't get everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, look, I don't want that to happen. That's the last thing that I want. But they've got to do something, and they've got to do something soon, because they're going to keep on turning this negative to the point where they have over half the population against this, and then it's not going to go well. The problem is what are the consequences of that, David? That's the problem. We pull out. What's going to happen in the next couple of years or the next 5 to 10 years?
Well, what we just said was going to happen, right? They're probably going to build a nuclear weapon in that sort of form or fashion. They're going to point it right, like you said, at Israel. They're going to probably get it into here somehow, smuggle it into here somehow, and like you said, target our bigger cities where there's mass populace, because that's what they want. What'd you say when you first started this? Death to America. Hey, what's the best way to do it? Right here on our home ground, right? In a big populace or big populaces, depending on how many you got, and kill mass amounts of Americans. That would make their day, bro.
Well, David, they're relying on two things in the American public and the American voting bloc. They're relying on how naive we are to what they actually are.
Yeah.
And they're relying on our compassion and our will not to do anything about stuff like this. That's what they're relying on. And the other thing that they're relying on is the media to back all of that up and back them up. I cannot believe how many media outlets and how many politicians I've heard that actually sound like they're rooting for Iran to win this because Donald Trump's president. And that's sick.
That's stupid.
That is sick. That's worse than sick. That's anti-American. Is what that is.
Yeah. Renee, I didn't read your post there. I think Byron did see it, and us growing up, we were definitely familiar with the Chevron refinery right there in Pascagoula. I actually wanted to work there before I even decided to go into the service or whatever.
That doesn't
exist anymore. Never get on, but Chevron Pascagoula refinery is primarily a fuels refinery, in that we mainly manufacture motor gasoline, jet fuel, and diesel fuel. Our other products include fuel oils such as liquefied petroleum gas, aviation gasoline, petroleum coke, and sulfur. The refinery's specialty products include benzene, used in the manufacturing of a wide range of products, including automobile tires, sporting goods, nylon, pharmaceuticals, propylene, used in the manufacture of plastics, and premium base oils used in high-performance lubricants, including motor oils for consumer and commercial use.
So that factory actually still exists.
It does. It does. I forgot about that one, Byron. It does. But that's
I'll have to go back and look, because the source that I read may be wrong, David.
Yeah. But, she lives there now, and I forgot about Chevron, and I wasn't sure exactly what they refined, and it could have changed over the years since I've been gone. You know what I mean? On what they did.
They're going to in those refineries. They're going to use. The majority of them are going to do all of that stuff that you just said. They're going to refine gasoline. They're going to do the even shorter process of refining diesel, which makes no sense. You would think that diesel would actually cost less than gasoline because it's cheaper to manufacture, but it's not. They're going to do things like rubber and the plastics that we use and just about everything. But we still have a problem, because apparently we can't refine enough oil and gasoline to make this country run.
Right. I mean, if that's the only one, if the only one is in Pascagoula, I mean, they can't produce enough, like you said, to provide the whole country in the amounts of times that we need it. There's no way.
Well, I mean, even if you do have some in places like Texas and Oklahoma, which I guess is a possibility, since that source I read that I thought was reliable wasn't.
Right.
And I'm, now that I've done that, I'm not going to mention where that come from until I make sure
I got you, bro.
that what I read was what I read. Look, you have to have enough to be able to power this country. You have to have enough refineries to make this country run, because we produce enough oil to actually make this country run probably 100 times over in a year, because we sell oil to people. So, look, something's got to give. Something's got to give with this whole entire situation and the whole entire thing. We are doing things as a nation that are counterproductive to our survival, and it's got to stop. So I don't know what else to say other than that, especially when it comes to this Iran thing, because what Ronald Reagan should have done when he got into office, when the day before he actually pledged took his oath of office, was release these hostages, because they knew what he was going to do. He should have looked at them and went, "Nope, too late. We're going to come."
The cavalry's coming. The cavalry's on its way.
And he should have handled it. He should have handled it right then. And I'm not so sure he shouldn't have handled it in the way that I've been told he was going to handle it, which would have had nothing to do with Iran at all, because it has to do with a place called Mecca.
Yep, that is very true. Joey, if that is true, it has to be the Chevron. Maybe like Brian said, maybe there's a couple of others out there, but it has to be one of those two. Maybe Renee can recollect my memory. I can't remember exactly when that one was built, but Byron, I was a little boy when I used to see this. I would get on Pascagoula Beach and I could see Chevron oil, you know what I mean, on the other side of the water, you know what I mean? And it was going. So I don't know when that
stuff was built in the 50s, the 60s, and the early 70s before anybody ever started talking about first global cooling and then global warming.
Yeah. So Joey, that's what Byron's saying. Joey asked, he said, so not enough refineries? Is that what we're saying?
That's my understanding of it,
right?
Yeah. That's my understanding. My understanding of it from a source that I thought was reliable, that there was no oil refineries in this country that could produce gasoline. Maybe it's there's not enough oil refineries to produce the gasoline that we need. I'm going to have to go back and look at that source again. Maybe I misspoke.
Yeah, that's okay. Hey, look, man, one thing that we always do on this show, Byron, if we misspeak or if we say some information, we always come back. We always come back and say, hey, you know, we researched our facts again, and this is what's going on. We're reaching the 9 o'clock hour, Byron. I want to first thank we lost him. No, that's okay, Joey. Hey, you can go back and watch the show. I was getting ready to say, you can go back and watch the show right after we're done right here on Facebook, or tomorrow by 7 o'clock, maybe even sooner, you'll be able to watch it on YouTube. I can't remember the exact episode it is now, 350 something or 3 something in there. But Austin Stevens will put that on YouTube. You can go back and watch that on YouTube. But I want to thank Mitchell Gunner for coming on. Great guest tonight. Got a lot of information out of him. Don't forget to tune in to him on the Spot Motorsports Media at 7 o'clock this Thursday. Here in just a couple of days, he'll be on with Robert Simpson as they'll be talking to a guest and NHRA, NASCAR, motorbikes, whatever. He'll be talking it up and always has a great show. I want to thank Austin Stevens for the weather report and what he does for us behind the scenes. Thank him. Thank you, Austin. I didn't see you on tonight. I know you had a couple of things going on. Let me see. Google Chevron Pascagoula. You can see what all they do and how many people are employed there. We will. I'm going to do that tonight when I get home.
The source that I was quoting told me that And now I'm glad I didn't say where I got it from.
Yeah.
I honestly believe they told me that there were no oil refineries in this country anymore that produce gasoline.
Absolutely.
Maybe it was they did not produce enough gasoline to run the country.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe that's
so we'll look at that.
Maybe there's more than one. There's probably a bunch of them. They just don't produce enough gasoline to run the country.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, that's even worse.
That's even worse. Yeah, I was just gonna say that's worse.
I mean, because yeah. I get so frustrated when I start talking about the infrastructure of this country because we've hamstrung ourselves over stupidity.
We have. So leaving with that, I want to thank Byron Bagwell, my guest. I love to have him right here because sometimes I'll put my arm around him or I'll tap him on the back or I'll tap him on the leg. But man, me and Byron's been doing these things together for years now. We call the football games, which is one of the things that we love to do, probably more than anything. I can't wait for that. I can't wait to show you the new equipment, by the way, brother. Dave wants to come in there and take a look at it. I need you to meet him. We'll talk about all that. But I want to thank Byron for being on. I'm glad he was able to come on from his home studio there. Everybody that tuned in tonight, Dave, I think we had a really good crowd tonight. I think we talked about a lot of different things. We hit a lot of different things. And again, don't forget about the wrestling show that's coming up. That's probably the main thing that we have going on as far as what we're involved in. Again, more information to follow. We're going to keep putting this out there. All the proceeds from that show goes to benefit the ARC of Bradford County. And I guarantee you, John Williams, who is the CEO of the ARC, and his staff would greatly appreciate any kind of funding that we can get to them, because right now from the federal to the state to local funding is absolutely horrendous, Byron. Can't hardly get any funding. Man, we talk about this all the time at our meetings. Yeah, man, he bashes his head up against the wall. So to offset some of this stuff, we have to do these kind of fundraisers. And I'm hoping this is going to generate thousands of dollars to help that general fund out of the ARC of Bradford County. So again, thank you guys for tuning in tonight. It was a wonderful show. Thank you to all our listening audience tonight. Y'all was wonderful. We appreciate all the comments that y'all have put on here. We will go back and address those as well. Next week, I hope Byron can be in the studio. Not sure. We have to play that by ear. And we'll bring you another great show. So have a great, have a great Cinco de Mayo, whatever's left of it. It's 9 o'clock early for some of you guys.
Here's a final thought from me.
Okay.
We need more art of war and less arts and crafts.
Okay. All right. Get it. All right. Yeah. All right.
And if you don't know the art of war, you need to look up Stan Sue. You'll understand what I'm talking about.
Yep. And that's
almost every great general that has lived in the past 600 or 700 years has read that book and used the tactics out of it.
Absolutely. Yep. So anyway, God bless you guys. Have a great rest of your Cinco de Mayo. Have a great rest of your week. Have a great weekend. And we'll be back next Tuesday night with a new show and probably a guest or so. We're still working on that. Again, thank you, Byron. Thank you, Mitchell. Thank you, Dave Holland. I'm David Rodgers. God bless you guys. See you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. God bless you guys. Good night.
Good night, everybody.